Alright, so now in the chapter story, we saw Chiffon getting abducted by the Marines, which caused Goat T to actually go rescue her. But now let's head back over to Wano flashback of how the story of Roger and Oden actually end, which we saw Shanks actually burst in tears when Roger returns from Laugh Tale, in which he actually asks him, only shedding to tears during the birth of the Pirate King, and actually caused an uproar around the world. So we actually knew that the Marines are going to commence action on Roger. So when Rayleigh actually read the news about a man that actually has wealth, fame, and power, just like in the description on the first episode when the series began, we actually saw how Roger became king of the pirates. So he actually taken a liking to that name, in which he actually have all of it as known as the One Piece, a large amount of treasure. And so we actually knew that they're going to be the one that take on Roger when every pirate is going to go after Roger and the One Piece. So we actually knew Roger actually making a decision, which is to disbanding the Roger Pirates, in which we knew that things are actually gone bad with the other crew, which we actually seen how Roger ran down to the Fish King Island, Fishman Island, which we actually saw how Charlie actually as actually say that the mermaid princess was born in 10. So we actually knew that this could actually mean something is going to happen. And so we actually knew that Roger actually told Rayleigh that Ace is going to get the One Piece because he actually said that he will have his son. So we actually knew everybody is celebrating, but we actually knew what was actually going to happen. So we actually knew that Rayleigh took up the name Dark King, and despite the fact that he actually leave the ship and his crew. So everybody is actually is upset because of the disease is actually taking the final stage. So now we actually knew that Roger never shed tears. And so throughout the seas of Wano country, we saw Oden actually set the sails. So we actually knew he returned to Wano, but we actually saw Tuki and the others have prayed for his return, which we actually knew that Momonosuke and Hiyori actually excited for their father's return. And so we actually knew that the others have waited for Oden's return. And he never thought he would be popular with everyone else. So we actually knew that she actually got better. However, we actually saw what actually happened on the the country where he actually want to hear about Shutemaru and Denjiru, which we actually saw how the Yakuza and the bandits are actually taking arms. But we actually saw what actually happened while he was away, in which his father was in poor health, but he actually wasn't there on his deathbed. But we actually knew that the shogun's successor is a problem because he actually say that he actually wanted Orochi to become shogun, but not Oden. So he actually took up the title of shogun, but we actually knew that the weapons factory was actually created, in which we actually saw how Oden actually has Toki was actually happened while he was away, in which they've actually told him that they have broken through the castle and they actually have taken everything and threatened his future heir, which is Momonosuke. And with that, they actually saw everybody who's actually gone into battle to actually stand guard of the entire battle, in which we actually saw Toki actually was injured, and she showed Odon the arrow wound in her leg, and he was actually as furious, and we knew that he actually was happy that she protected Momonosuke. But we actually saw that he took up his swords, and he actually go up in arms to attack Orochi, but we actually saw him in a fit of rage as he went through the flower capital and headed towards the castle, where we see him battle through many guards. Then he actually reached Orochi, which he actually is upset that he actually thought he would have attacked him, but when he actually left. But now he's getting ready to kill Orochi for attacking his wife. Now we actually saw how Odon traveled throughout the seas with Roger, but now he left the crew and actually returns to Wano to be with his family. So we actually knew that he actually saw what happened to Toki, and he actually gonna take his revenge on Orochi. So we actually knew what this is gonna happen. So I cannot wait to see on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy during here saying sign out. Laters.